Hey YouTube, Robert here from Hitch to Horsepower, and today we're going to look at something a little different again. I know we've kind of strayed away from trucks a little bit, but we'll get back there, I promise. But today we're going to have fun with a Alfa Romeo Giulia TI. It's not the Quattrofolio, but it is the TI, which is their sport edition. And honestly, I've driven the Quattrofolios and they are a blast, don't get me wrong, but they are, I don't know, this power level seems to really suit this chassis extremely well. It's 280 horsepower and I believe 306 foot-pounds of torque, but comes in at 2,000 RPMs on that torque peak. And it, paired with the 8-speed ZF transmission, it shifts extremely well. It's a lot of fun, and while the EPA rates it at 23 and 31, I believe, I took it on a drive to Richmond a couple weeks ago, and with a mix of either bumper to bumper creeping along at 5 miles an hour or right at 78, 79 miles an hour, I got, actually did the math, 34.7 miles per gallon. And which, on the couple fill-ups I've done in it, the computer has been reading almost exactly correct. And on the way back, I filled up about 80 miles from my house. And on that last 80-mile stretch, which I had the cruise set at right about 70, 75, 76 miles an hour, I was getting, according to the computer, I didn't do the math on this one, 38 miles per gallon. But based on the evidence before, I kind of believe it might be pretty close to true. So for an all-wheel drive sedan with a good amount of power, very good looks for a modern sports sedan. I mean, a lot of modern sedans aren't necessarily the prettiest things in the world, but this thing, especially in this Rosso competition on, I can't speak Italian, sorry. I'll show it to you on the window sticker. Red, which is the optional red. There was a standard red, and then there's this red, which is a pricey option. It was like $2,000, I believe. I'll have to look that up. But it's very, very pretty, and these wheels are gorgeous. But you know, it's not all great. The infotainment on this 2019 model, anyway, is just flat out terrible. It's not a touchscreen. It's got the controller, the iDrive style controller in the middle, and it is just flat out bad. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, when you use it, it leaves like the logo for Android Auto on the right side of the screen, and the map is tiny. It's got a big 8-inch screen, and every time you turn the car on, you gotta actually hold the power button on to get to start. Supposedly there's a way to make it come on every time, but I've done what it says to do and it won't do it. This is my best friend's dad's car. He bought it new. I actually went up to Pennsylvania, traded in his 2017 Giulia for this, and then he got this, and then with COVID and everything, this only has 12,000 miles on it. It is a very, very nice car. Backseat room is acceptable, not great, but it's a compact sedan. I do like little things like this little slot here for your third row seat belt, your middle seat belt. And this seat belt actually disconnects so that when you fold the seats down, it doesn't get in your way. You got your USB-A connection, nice vents, nice looking door panels. You do have you got this massive key here, remote start, trunk, but when this trunk goes up with some force. But you got a pretty good size trunk with, you got handles here to go ahead and fold it down. They don't just pop. You gotta actually pop them and then push them, which kind of stinks because you can't pop them from in here. But You fold it down, and you got a good amount of room. Or can you? Oh, nope, that's a tether. That's not. That's for child seats. But you know, it's. You saw how the trunk goes up with a lot of force, but it does not have power close, which I don't care about, except there's no good place to grab it to close it without putting your hands on the paint. It has the popper here and then a door lock button there, so you can lock the car from here. And of course, let me get that bug out of there. The beautiful logo. You know, like I said, this is the all-wheel drive version, and it has some of the biggest shift paddles I believe I have seen in, I don't know, a spending car. I don't think the last Lamborghini I was in had shift panels that size. But anyway, this is pretty cool too. We'll check out the interior more in a minute. But it does have a little extension for your legs. You know, seats are power, but this is manual operated. And another thing that's pretty cool, which I don't think I've seen in any other car, you know, normally you have the button to keep the buckle where you want. This is adjustable. You can put it and keep the seatbelt wherever you want. You want it to fall down completely every time, that's fine. You want it right at the top, you can do that. It's adjustable. I don't know, I don't think I've seen that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood. Yeah, it does have a nice little cubby here, which I've got some napkins shoved in at the moment. Go around and nice, and got the little horseshoe shaped grille, unlike a lot of new cars with their massive grills. And here we go. Yeah, nothing too special. Turbo 4, 2-liter. Like I said, the 280 horsepower and 306 foot-pounds of torque, and just a nice, you know, good engine. Turbos, you know, turbo sitting right there. Nice, good access. Good integration. You know, the washer fluid. Just sort of, it's well laid out here. You got 2 latches, which I think is a little bit overkill, but you know, better than not enough. And it does have the DNA mode switch, which I'll show you in a minute. It's got the nice headlights with corner lighting. You turn the wheels to the right, and instead of the steerable lighting, you turn the wheel to the right or the left, the right or the left light on the side will light up and illuminate the entire side, which is pretty neat. You know, power fold mirrors, pretty standard stuff nowadays. But yeah, now let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. Now we're on the inside of the Alfa, and you can see, again, you got these giant shift paddles, which is crazy. On the steering wheel, you got the start-stop button here, like it's, you know, a Ferrari, but whatever. Here's your auto start-stop on-off button, your park sensors, your headlights, you know, everything basic. Your steering wheel controls for your radio, all that. Go ahead and start it. Yeah, got some sweeping gauges. You know, gauges are nice looking. You know, nice looking analog. You have your center screen with your trip computers, your previous miles per gallon, or if you, so that's in normal mode. The A mode will actually give you different driving coaching to show you how the best, how environmentally friendly you're driving. That's, everything else is the same. So I've never played with this because, no, I mean normal mode or dynamic mode. And when you switch here on the, oh, let me get the screen on. So when we go ahead and switch, it shows you different logos there, and then when we go into dynamic mode, we actually get a G meter instead of your fuel economy gauge, which is pretty cool. Other than that, let's turn off Brittany. You got another USB here, which is, it's kind of a very minimalist look. You got this shifter where hold down for drive, up for reverse, drive over to manual, or you just pull a paddle. You can see how terrible, I mean, look at that backup camera. Come on, this is 2019. This isn't like this is an old car. And then just press the P for park. You also have a couple USBs, auxiliary, and cigarette lighter out plug there, which is nice because here, besides this nice area here, if you wanted to set your phone, you slide it, and there's your cup holders. So, having your phone plugged in there with your cup holders can be annoying, but you can plug it in here, and I will show you just how bad Android Auto is. So you see it just takes up completely on the one side, and then your screen is there, which, yeah. Come on, Alpha, you got an 8-inch screen and this is all you're gonna give us? Anyway, this is a non-sunroof car. He did not want a sunroof, there are just problems in the future. I do have right here, we got the window sticker. Sorry about that. So, base price was $42,195. I apologize, I should have planned this a little better. For the TI Sport all-wheel drive, the options on this car are the Rosso Competizione Tri-Coat paint at $2,200, and the TI Sport all-wheel drive package at $2,700. Gave you the 19-inch wheels with all-season high-performance tires, blacked out sport front fascias, gloss black window surrounding, colored brake calipers, which his old one, his 2017, had the reds, and this had the black. Power adjustable bolsters, you can adjust the bolsters on here. Aluminum trim, and then the driver assistance package, blind spot, and auto dimming mirrors, and then the Harman Kardon premium audio at $900. So with destination $49,940, which in today's day and age, I'm pretty sure the new ones are pretty close to that. And like I said, they did get a nice upgraded touchscreen navigation or infotainment, because the infotainment in this model year would probably keep me from buying this car. I'm not normally one that is all that much into infotainment, but it's bad in here. I'm sorry. But like I said, earlier 23 and 31, but I have been getting substantially better than that. Right now it's saying I've been getting 25, but this has just been a local driving. So on the highway, it does extremely well. I was shocked. Other than that, you got lights, all your basic, your home link. You do have a driver's side handle, which it's amazing how many cars don't. You got the very cool bullet, style, or jet fighter, whatever style exhaust. What am I talking about? Vents. And then you got the regular vents here, your auto climate control and all that. And other than that, let's take it for a quick spin, see how it is, see what we can do with that G meter. So under normal driving, you got your analog speedometer, you got your digital speedometer with your current fuel economy at the bottom, and you have your 2 trip odometers. You can see 29 miles a gallon over the last 300 miles, and 31 miles per hour. So and then we can switch here, and this gives you your miles per gallon over the last 20 minutes. But if we switch it over to dynamic mode, then we get the G meter. And well, I don't think I'll be able to do too much while also filming. This car the handling on this thing is extremely good. It turns in like a sports car. I think most people, at least most Americans, they think, when they think sports sedan, they think a nice luxury sedan with a lot of power. This is a true sports sedan, as when sports sedans became popular, you know, except much sharper than those because we have much better technology now. But it's about handling. It's about being able to have, you know, take 4 people, 5 people in the car, but be able to go toss it around on a back road and have a ton of fun. And you know, this car definitely has adequate power. I mean, more than adequate power. I mean, 300 horsepower, or 280 horsepower, and 306 foot-pounds of torque is nothing to sneeze at. But it's, you know, in today's crazy day and age where, I mean, the Mustang I reviewed recently had 760 horsepower. But, you know, it will turn really, really sharply. You know, if you want to do a lane change, you know, it can do it. The turn in is very, very immediate, and you can see it will give me my peak G's. And again, I'm not going crazy because I'm doing this one-handed, and I am on the kind of a road that I pick because there's nobody here. It's also a 35 zone, but I'm not going that fast. No, I'm not. I am not going to be breaking too many laws. I will give you a little bit of an acceleration run here, just pull out onto I-95 and see how it does real fast. But yeah, let's give that a shot. Let's see what we can. Definitely not the best sounding motor in the world, but it gets the job done. I like the way this car drives. It's so with the upgraded infotainment of the newer models, I would especially on the used market, because these things tank on value. They've done a little better. From everything I've heard, the 4-cylinder models are reliable. The Quattrofolios have had some pretty severe reliability problems, but from what I've heard anyway, and what he's experienced, granted, it's, like I said, 12,287 miles on this car in, you know, what, 3 years. You know, he's not putting too many miles on it, but it hasn't had any, you know, real issues. He did have he was driving on the highway, and a truck kicked up a rock. It came through the side window and hit him in the face. How a rock has enough power to bounce up, hit something, come in sideways, and have enough power to come through a window is beyond me. But he was okay, you know, a little bruising up, and there's still, every now and then I'm still vacuuming little bits of glass out. I gotta yank this door panel off because there's definitely, the shop didn't get all of the glass. But, you know, but other than that, you know, it's a nice driving car. Yes, the seats are bolstered, but they're not overly bolstered. It's a fun car. I would highly recommend, if any of you have the chance to take one for a drive, do it. And if you just don't care at all about the infotainment, just get whatever one, because they are great driving cars. But if you're looking for a good daily driver that's prettier than your average car, and still does everything most sedans do, take a look at one. You'll get great miles. It does take premium, but other than that, you get great miles per gallon, and you'll have a blast. Anyway, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. We're over 600 subscribers so far. You know, I really, really, really would like to see if we can get up to 1,000 by the end of the year. That would be amazing. And yes, I'll do a better job about getting content out there. I've got a video coming out on the headlights on my Silverado, so look for that soon, and have a great day. See ya. Bye.